month of Kartik, when Krishna, a mere child of 7 years, lifted the Govardhan hill on his tiny little finger to save the Vrindavan Vasis from the wrath of Indra. Today, on this auspicious occasion of Govardhan Puja, our little devotees have geared up and all set to present a musical dance drama depicting the event. So let us all welcome them with a huge round of applause. Sit back, relax and enjoy.
Right? So we are having our Guru Maharaj online and he can visit us anytime. So as he comes online, I would not thoda quiet ho jana. Then we'll okay. Yes. Take the microphone.
Baba, what sacrifice are you getting ready for? Who is getting all these offerings? Are you expecting a special reward from doing it? Please tell me, what sacrifice is this for?
Oh Krishna, you're just 7 years old, just a little boy. I don't think you will understand this complicated business of demigod worship.
Please don't keep secrets from me, Baba. I'm not an outsider, I'm your son. Please tell me what you and the other coward men are doing.
Well, we are preparing for a sacrifice to Indradev, the demigod who sends us rain. When the sacrifice begins, you can come and sit next to me and see how it's done.
Please tell me more about it, Father. Everybody is working hard to gain something. If they understand why they are working, they achieve success. But if people work in ignorance, they are ultimately failure. Therefore, I should know all about this puja so that everything will be success. Tell me, is it a Vedic sacrifice or just a popular ceremony?
All right. I'm not sure if you'll understand everything, but there's no harm in telling you. Well, we are preparing for a sacrifice to Indradev, who is the Lord and the Master of the rain-giving clouds. We are not the only ones who do this, and we do this in order to thank him for sending us rain. Without rain, we won't be able to produce any grains, and we won't have any fruits or vegetables. Our cows won't be able to have fresh grass, and they won't be able to produce any milk. Without rain, our life is impossible. Anyone who does not perform this puja due to lust, greed, enmity or fear will never have any good fortune.
This is not good. One reason why I descended to this world is to make sure that human beings are living under religious principles. It is clear to me now that there is danger that people will become confused, thinking that there are so many different gods. I sent these demigods forth at the beginning of creation, and they managed the material world for me. But now I see how people are mistaking them to be all in all. What is worse, the demigods may take themselves to be all in all. That Indradeva, although only an officer under my command, is getting quite puffed up. He is forgetting his master. It seems that the time has come to teach him a lesson.
Father, I don't think we should perform a sacrifice for Lord Indra.
What are you saying?
It is so temporary. We do the sacrifice, Lord Indra is pleased and sends rain. Next year at the beginning of the growing season, we have to go through so much trouble all over again, making another puja for more rain. Since there is so much business, an intelligent person isn't interested in blessings that simply come and go. That is actually by the force of karma that a living entity gets happiness, distress, fear and fearlessness. Since Lord Indra cannot change our destiny anyway, then why should we worship him?
But Nandan, one has to fulfill his responsibilities.
That's right. But all these gods are just order carriers of the Supreme God. He is the super soul in the heart of men and demigods. Men may forget that everything belongs to God, but the demigod should not. Before they send anyone anything, they must have the Lord's permission. But if they do not have it, they cannot benedict anyone.
Well, I guess you're right. But I don't know what to say. way. We have always done this sacrifice. We do the sacrifice, Lord Indra sends the rain. It is a good system.
Yes, but human life has to have a higher aim. Indra is pouring water in the ocean as well as the land. Rain does not depend on worshipping him. And just see, if you do not worship him, he is powerless to benedict you. He is waiting for this puja. Only then he can send rain. If you just do your duties nicely, you will get the results of sacrifice anyway.
It seems logical.
The boy has a point, Nandan. Yes, I suppose it's true.
Baba, we're Vaishyas. Our duties are in 4 divisions. Farming, commerce, cow protection and money lending. Out of these 4, we as a community are always engaged in cow protection. Therefore, we should make a sacrifice for the local brahmanas, the pasturing grounds of Govardhan Hill and our wonderful cows.
That is right, Krishna. And since you feel so strongly about it, we can perform the sacrifice, but after the Indra sacrifice.
No, Father, don't wait for anything. The sacrifice for the brahmanas and the Govardhan Hill would take too long. Better take all the things I have taken for the Indra Puja and use it for the Govardhan Puja.
Oh Krishna, I think you can whittle the mangoes of the tree. Because your pleasure is my pleasure, we will do the sacrifice just as you say.
How do you want the ceremony done? What do we need?
Let's get some different kinds of foods like sweet rice, vegetable soups, fancy cakes, both baked and fried, and all milk products should be taken for the sacrifice. The brahmana should be given all kind of grains, and the cow should be given nice grasses. Then the sacrifice for the Govardhan Hill may immediately begin. This sacrifice will greatly please me.
What? I don't believe it. How dare they? Just see the impudence of these cowherds of Vrindavan. They are nothing but inhabitants of the forest. But being infatuated with their prosperity, and thus they have offended the gods. These Vrajavasis have to suffer the consequences. Send the Samvardhaka cloud to me.
My lord, this cloud is most powerful. It will flood the entire cosmos. There are many less destructive clouds that can certainly terrorize the residents of Vrindavan. Wouldn't that be sufficient? We don't really need to destroy everything, do we?
I said, send the Samvardhaka cloud. The people of Vrindavan have become too puffed up over their comfort and riches and are too confident in the presence of their tiny friend Krishna. He is simply talkative, childish and ignorant of the complete situation, although he is thinking himself very advanced in knowledge. Samvardhaka, I am ordering you and your companions to go and inundate Vrindavan. Everyone should be destroyed, along with their cows. Do you mean you are afraid to carry out these orders? You shall go, and I will go also, riding on my elephant, with great storms before, behind, and on either side of me, and I shall use all my strength to punish these Vrajavasis. Children, come, take my hand, come, help, bring the cows over here, everyone.
We have made Lord Indra upset. We should seek for apologies immediately.
Dear Krishna, you are the most powerful one. You are very affectionate to your devotees. Please protect us from the wrath of Indra.
Don't worry, all the protection is my responsibility.
position. How can I help you? Each time I try to call you with some instruction, my voice becomes choked with anxiety. Please, please, try to help him. He is too small to hold this huge hill all by himself.
My dear friend, you have standing there for the last 7 days and nights. We are thinking that trying to do that's too hard for you. Now you have to not hold the hill alone. Transfer it to Sudama's hand. If you are afraid that Sudama can support the hill, then at least change your hand. Lift the hill in your right hand and we will massage your left hand.
has shown his great power, but now I shall answer him according to my position. He is maddened with false prestige, but now I will break his pride. I will protect my pure devotees of Vrindavan, who are completely under my protection.
Clouds, clouds, stop! Let's leave immediately. We have caused enough trouble already.
You can leave now. The storm has ended. Why are you here, Indra?
Lord Krishna, I have offended you. I was foolish. Lord Krishna, I have offended you. I was foolish to challenge the power of Krishna. I beg your forgiveness.
Never get blinded by a thousand positions. Such ignorance makes one against me and far from me.
I have to do this for everyone to understand that. Yo yo yam yam tanum bhaktaha shraddhaya chittam ichhati tasya tasya chalam shraddham tameva vidaham yaham. I am in everyone's heart as a super soul. As soon as one desires to worship some demigod, I make his faith steady so that he can devote himself to that deity. Antavattu phalam tesham tad bhavatyalpamedhasam devan devaya jo yanti madbhakta yanti mamapi. Men of small intelligence worship the demigods, and their fruits are limited and temporary. Those who worship the demigods go to the planets of the demigods, but my devotees ultimately reach my supreme planet.
That was truly a mesmerizing performance. So once again, a huge round of applause for him. And yes, they deserve it. What a lovely message that has been conveyed by the Lord. A devotee who is engaged in the service of Krishna is free from all obligation. He has got no other duty to perform. He need not perform any ritualistic function, nor is required to worship any demigods. Ego, anger, pride, hatred will invite only sufferings.